Had to put the filter. Why, hello there, my fellow brothers, sisters, gamers, and anime lovers. I know you've been waiting for more of these. I'm sorry. My brain, my brain works in a strange way, and I keep on forgetting stuff. This I can remember some stuff really long for a really long time, but some stuff like things I need to do, I often forget. That's why I need people in the comment section to help me out and reminding me on things I need to react to. If I forget about it, I'm sorry, but there's oceans among comments, a lot of things happening, a lot of things I need to do. I need to leave, I need to go, family engagements, uh, going outside, errands. It really is really occupying your mind so much that you tend to forget stuff. So I do apologize for this. A lot of people have been asking me, waiting for me. I know it's been a few months that you want more Ackman reaction. I don't know. The last Ackman video I reacted to had 1,000 plus, almost 2,000 views, and the others, although almost 1K, but uh, not getting much attention. But you can go watch them right there in the upper right corner over there. I'm gonna put up the playlist so you can go check it out. You want more of Ackman? Just tell me. I'm planning on Elden Ring, but I've heard that there are some dangers because of a certain content. I was warned of a certain content creator that if you post something about him, he's gonna go and attack you for no good reason. And I'm debating about doing it, but we'll see. If he tries to pull something on me, I'm just a small time creator. I doubt that it will get his attention or do anything rash towards me. I was warned who his name is, and I shall not speak his name unless I invoke the wrath of him who shall not be named over this channel. So, good luck with that. And I got some snacks on me to enjoy, a bunch of M&Ms. So, while we do this, let's enjoy. This is 23 minutes almost. So, this is let us talk about the gaming industry and how freaking annoying they have become. Instead of making sure that their customers enjoy. No, they're gonna slather you, slap you, smack you repeatedly, smash you in the head repeatedly with a certain message, and just basically hope that you will choke on it. Shove it down our throats and choke on it. That's how I freaking hate the gaming industry in 2018 up and above, because that's where it started, and it's pissing me off. Can we have some fun games? And two games in particular has returned to form and set the real standard of online gaming. Starship Troopers Extermination, even though it's still bare bones and doing its best to keep up, it's still in keeping with the lore, in keeping with. It's not simply just using the name and just mixing up everything stupidly and just basically just abusing the license, but they're showing weapons from the show, armor concepts from the movies, the animated ones too, and basic of the original movie Starship Troopers. And Helldivers is also a parody of Starship Troopers, but you can feel the halo by the Helldivers, along with the unique guns. We got an autocannon that you feel like this is Warhammer 40k autocannon. Pop, 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 pop. And then we got the railgun from freaking Halo, the one-shot railgun, and then just reload and boom, boom. They really know the customer base and they're trying to. And then I'm hearing some news that someone asked for something and got banned. Stop putting your garbage into our game. Stop requesting for. I'm gonna say it because this is dangerous for me. Stop putting your politics in our games. Keep out of it, please. It's just a game. It's a fictional world. You don't have to bring our stupid realism in current day into the game, please. Shut up. For once, shut up. We're there for democracy. Now shut up. I hate these. I hate people injecting stuff that does not belong to a game, that will spoil its lore, mess with the continuity, and just basically screw it up. Just like how Call of Duty has become the cesspool it is today. It was a cesspool before because of the cursing and whatever, but that's normal in gaming. Emotions, tensions rise up, and then we just explode. But right now, Call of Duty is now looking more and more like Fortnite. If I want to play Fortnite, I will go there. Do not bring Fortnite into Call of Duty because I am seeing Skeletor, Nicki Minaj, and some guy I don't know for Halloween, I think. And we got Homelander, Starlight, and a lot more crap that is not militaristic. I was fine with Snoop Dogg because he was wearing a real actual combat vest, even though he could pass off, especially with the shades, we could pass off from some kind of Vietnam character because, yeah, the aviator shades is good enough to make you militaristic along with a combat a Kevlar vest. It's good enough to blend in. Although the golden gun, well, everyone does camo, so I can forgive that. But a fully pink character, that I think you've overcorrected from what happened to Rose's skin, that she blends too much into the shadows because of her dark uniform. Now you're making a bright one that's so easy to see and just blast away. It's so stupid. It's like a little story time for me. Sorry if I'm taking so long. This is what a reaction video is. Story time for me in a battle royale. Some moron, I'm gonna poke fun at him because he was an absolute idiot. It's 1v1. I was in the finals of this battle royale. It was nighttime. It was nighttime. And for some moronic reason, he picked a skin that has burning upper torso and arms. So basically, I was hiding in the grass, camouflage, wearing a ghillie suit, waiting for him to appear in the circle, and then from a distance, from a far away distance, I see something burning walking through the darkness. And because of that stupid skin, I won. I sniped him, and then when I was out of ammo, I went to the assault rifle and chicken dinner. I beat him because of a dumbass skin. Congratulations! You showed me! That's why I prefer a more realistic approach to my characters. It's either wearing ghillie suits or dark clothing, black clothing, face paint, any possible way to make me blend into my environment, no matter where I am. If I'm in an urban environment, I'll be picking urban camo, like grayish, so I can be mistaken to be part of the wall. But still, I digress. It's 7 minutes. It's almost 8 minutes. I'm sorry. I got into a rant because of the gaming industry. So make gaming fun again, for goodness sake. This is the Ackman. Activision Blizzard is a hilariously bad company. Well, tell me what I don't know.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and after questioning every aspect of my life recently, I've decided...
Oh, I remember this. Something happened to Ackman. He got into a fight and YouTube punished him for it. It's just like, why? Why though? What did he ever do to deserve this? I don't know why. Sorry for looking for my jacket. So...
every aspect of my life recently,
I'm glad he's back.
I've decided to come back. It's time to get back to doing what I love most. Because if there's one thing we can all count on in life, it's that Activision Blizzard will always find a way to make themselves look really, really good.
Why are we still
What?
here?
This is a very beloved and well-respected company within the...
Now that's a good joke. A beloved, respected company. Maybe in the past, but not today. Excuse me. What did
find
you
a
see?
way to make themselves look really...
What?
really good.
The
Why are we still
hell?
here?
This is a very beloved
Just
and
to
well-respected company within the game industry, and it has a long history of ethical business practices and decisions, and almost no history to speak of regarding controversy. I'm talking, of course, about Activision Blizzard. Yes, that one.
The same. Are we talking about the same thing?
Those of you
F
thinking
off.
I'm being sarcastic, well, just take a look at this article. Activision Blizzard clears itself of any wrongdoing. I mean,
Clear
What more
yourself?
proof do you
How?
possibly need? Case
Where's your
closed.
evidence?
Now let's all pre-order Diablo 4, shall we?
No
Copy
way.
that.
No
And so
way.
because this company can't seem to go 1 month without doing something amazing, I felt we should all take the time to point out all the spectacular things AB has done recently. But before we do that, I'm proud to announce that this video is sponsored by War Thunder,
Oh.
a vehicular combat
I know this game.
multiplayer
It's
game.
fun.
Engage in epic dogfights
Oh, it's the
across
Flying
PC,
Fortress.
Xbox Series X, and PlayStation 5.
How about PC? Can I play it in PC?
Pretty smooth flying, Fox.
No purchase necessary, this bad boy is free to play. It's also cross-platform with last-gen consoles. And there's over
Can I play it on
2,000
PC?
different vehicles with tanks, warships, helicopters,
It's just Xbox and
airplanes.
PlayStation.
This game has had a whopping 50 million players worldwide. And I'm the best
50 million?
pilot out of all of them. There's more than 100 battlefields
Such a
based on
claim.
real historical events. War Thunder offers a
we
robust
fight in
PvP
Midway?
and PvE experience. I was very surprised by how well the planes control on
Baron.
mouse and keyboard. Typically, you
Oh, you
think
can
you
play
need
it on PC?
joysticks. The controls here are amazing. Not to mention there's tons of different factions to choose from, so why not hop into a plane built by the USSR?
Oh.
Dogfights aren't just about shooting down other planes, but ground vehicles and objectives.
Ooh.
There's so much to this game, and War Thunder is constantly being updated every few months, introducing new vehicles, maps, and other ways to
We
play.
can play
And
warships
you can sign
too.
up for free using the link in the description and pinned comment. Doing so will get you some exclusive bonuses, which can include a premium tank, aircraft, or ship, and a 3-day account boost.
Oh,
So
yeah.
go do it.
Shadow,
Download
shadowy.
War Thunder using my special
Thank
link,
you.
and I'll see you on the battlefield, soldier. Thank you, War Thunder, for sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
Activision Blizzard clears itself of any wrongdoing. The Call of
Okay.
Duty publisher says it's
How?
the victim of an unrelenting barrage of media criticism. They're the victims in all of this, you guys. But on the real, I feel like the
Cap?
Blizzard half of this company
Cap?
continues to prove how far one can fall. At this point, it's like your best buddy is hooked on crack and you've been denying it for years.
Oh my
But
God.
you have to face
Activision
reality.
is crack.
Your best friend is a crack addict, and nothing you do will change that. They're never going to kick the habit. Such is my relationship with Blizzard. I love the title of this article. It is ripe for the memes. After conducting a thorough investigation, O.J. Simpson has cleared himself of any wrongdoing. I can only hope this company is getting all their shitty behavior out before they get acquired by Microsoft. So this article is about that, you know, that big sexual harassment lawsuit. Wait, can I still say sexual?
Oh my gosh. I hope
You know
I don't
that
get
lawsuit
nuked.
that alleged female employees were being harassed because they were females? There we go. That they were being discriminated against, paid less, being passed up for promotions because they might get preggers, and all manner of horrible things. Remember that lawsuit? Well, luckily, after a thorough investigation, Activision Blizzard has decided that you're totally crazy, dude. You're not being gaslit. And there never was any
right.
systemic issue with harassment, discrimination, or retaliation at AB. Well, thank goodness for that. Now we can all rest easy. This investigation was conducted by a Activision Blizzard board of directors, and I'm sure this group held no bias whatsoever towards the company they were representing, or were
What was that cough?
subtly encouraged to portray it in a positive light. But the article continues. There is no evidence to suggest that AB senior executives ever intentionally ignored or attempted to downplay the instances of gender harassment that occurred and were reported. Basically, leadership wasn't aware, and therefore you can't hold them accountable. I mean, fair enough. I
Claiming
wasn't there. I
ignorance?
didn't lead this investigation. I have no idea what the truth is, aside from the company settling this lawsuit for $18 million.
That is suspicious.
God damn. Well, good for those employees that won the big bucks. And good for Activision Blizzard, because they've since made back all of that money with the release of Diablo Immortal, a perfectly ethical video game. So no biggie. I'm gonna go buy
Patrick
some
scream.
legendary gems now. Here in America,
Oh,
we stand
no,
by
no,
the
no,
belief
no, hell
that if
no.
you have problems, you should be able to throw money at it and watch it all disappear. That is a true American belief. Whatever the
not
case
right.
is, I think we can all agree that something happened at the company for this lawsuit to be settled for $18 million. This is just paying for silence, you know?
Yep.
I mean, the fact that there were
It's basically a
allegations
bribe.
of employees stealing breast milk is...
What?
Me too.
breast milk.
I'm loading. Yup. What?
I have several questions.
Why, though?
Number one,
What?
who's bringing breast milk to work and to Activision Blizzard?
Maybe, babe.
And number
maybe,
two, who at
maybe employees who have babies around or children that they cannot leave at home or cannot find a babysitter. They had to bring them to work, although I hope there are some maternity care or maternity facilities for them to put their babies safely there, because I doubt that a crying baby would be good or beneficial in a working space, especially if they start crying. So, yeah, I think that may be a possibility. I heard it does happen, I think. I don't even know, but still, it is a possibility because I met a classmate who was pregnant and basically had to go through an acceleration exam because she cannot afford to spend 4 years in high school. So she needed to get to college immediately and get a job quickly. So I don't know what her current state is. Did she pass or got a job? But I hope that she's doing well because being a parent is difficult, guys. So take good care of your parents, appreciate them, and be a good child. Finish your education properly. And make sure it's good education, guys. Do your own due diligence and work. My only advice for you, because I was able to finish my education before COVID even landed on my freaking. It was so close. It was 2019. I graduated 2019. After my graduation, a few months later, some announcement came and that there was an illness going around, and there you go, we were locked down. So I was lucky enough to get my graduation ceremony and walk down the aisle and get my diploma. So it sucks for the other students who had to go through 2020, 2023, where everything was locked down. Online classes, so I doubt they could have gotten their own ceremonies because we were not allowed to gather. But I feel bad for them, really.
Activision Blizzard is stealing breast milk? Apparently they have like some internal nursery or something,
Yup,
which
yeah.
I get, you know. Activision Blizzard devs demand breastfeeding protections and other reforms. They're advocating for the safety of their breast milk.
That shouldn't be something. The douchebag who does take it needs to be punished severely for that, because why should you take the food from a baby? I, I get stealing candy from a baby, but this is sick. What kind of person does this? What is wrong with our world? This was 1 year ago, so 2023? What is going on?
I think it's safe to say we live in a society.
Yes,
but
we
apparently
do.
a group of employees at AB have banded together with a list of demands, and one of those is to have witnesses at HR meetings. That sentence just makes me feel dirty, dude. Like what the fuck happened in these meetings for workers to demand witnesses?
You are in direct violation of Penal Code 113, Section 9. You now have 5 seconds to...
I know he's gone, but still.
They say they want all HR meetings documented. But don't worry,
Oh my
says Blizzard
gosh,
spokesperson
how
Jessica
bad?
Taylor. We have, for example, already upgraded our lactation facilities. And I just learned that Activision Blizzard has lactation facilities. Jesus, they have a whole list of breastfeeding related demands. I mean, you go girl and all that. I just find this whole concept extremely bizarre. But then
Me
again, I
too.
also have a penis. Maybe I'm not supposed to understand. Maybe I'm supposed to support. Apparently, the internet also turned private detective trying to uncover who the identity of this mysterious Robin
Wow.
Hood of breast milk
Okay.
was, and they might have
For
narrowed
their
it
sake.
down.
Who?
Now, I can't find a high quality shot of this 4chan post, but according to this Kotaku article, apparently some guy said he worked at a large tech company, that he often raided the lactation room. He would then pour some of the milk into a water bottle, drinking it before a workout for maximum gains.
Ew. Get out of here, man.
Back in November,
Alright, that tears it. That tears it. This person, whoever he is, needs an ass kicking. He needs it. How dare you take food from a baby? If you want freaking protein supplements, you can buy. Oh, really? Are you really that strapped for cash that you resort to stealing? Make this make sense. Make it make sense to me, because it doesn't. It pisses me off. The one thing I hate are bullies, and I've been a subject of bullying, but I learned to toughen up because of it. But excessive that you really need. Whoever. Or the babies. Do it for them.
thousands of employees had also staged a walkout in protest of Bobby Kotick and asking him to resign.
Good on you.
I mean, that's just crazy. So good for them for sticking up for workers' rights, and I hope they win, and I hope Activision Blizzard treats its employees better.
Yep.
So now that I can't do ad breaks, here's the part where I promote my Patreon. Please consider donating. I can't promise a whole bunch of rewards, but I do make exclusive posts there informing people about upcoming videos and plans. So moving on, back in May, AB announced this King's Diversity tool, which drew a lot of criticism, and for good reason. They, quickly rewrote this article, but thankfully the Wayback Machine exists. But
Yeah,
I feel
you can't hide.
Quickly rewrote this article, drew a lot of criticism.
What the hell?
And for good reason. They, quickly rewrote this article, but thankfully the Wayback Machine exists. But I feel it's important to note that the people who designed this system disavowed this article and the way AB was trying to use it. So let's take a look at the original article and then compare it to the new one. So what is this diversity tool? Well, it's a way for Activision Blizzard to assign number values to a character based on their physical disabilities, gender, race, ethnicity, skin color, sexual orientation, you name it, and assign a number value to that.
That is the definition of racism. To put a value of a person over a skin color, their physical attributes, and their sexual. This is both racist and sexist. Oh, Activision. I can't wait to hear the news where you are down in the grave, 6 feet under. Funny. The same people preaching to us in the gaming industry about being a better person, be more tolerant, accepting, loving, are the very same people who are committing such disgusting behaviors. So what? Let me guess. Since Overwatch is an international company where every people from every corner of the world, so are you gonna put in a Filipino to pander to me? A Filipino character, and what he's gonna be wearing, huh? He's gonna be wearing towels, tribal wear trappings, like how Lapu-Lapu over here, the man who destroyed the not gonna say the word, who unalived the colonizer known as Magellan. Another explorer like Christopher Columbus. He came over to our islands and he learned the hard way that we will not be taking your bull crap. This is the Philippines and you're gonna suck it. Hit with a poison tip arrow. Goodbye, Magellan. History lesson 101 for you. So, you're gonna insult my race? Hmm? It's one thing to appreciate our culture and embrace and integrate it to your game and showing off a little bit, a slice of our culture, that would be fun. But if this is how you treat it, then I'm a freaking minority then. Good luck. This is so insulting.
Grading its diversity. With this innovative new system, the character design process now has a dystopian, tangible way of avoiding tokenism,
Nice slip.
stereotypes,
Nice
and
slip.
exclusion.
And another thing. Sorry for pausing constantly and ranting. Insulting to my race. Philippines is the most diverse country over here in Asia. You want to know why? We got run over by so many countries throughout time and years. Some of them just simply passed by, but in other instances, we were conquered by so many countries. Key number one, the Spaniards, and then the Americans, and then the Japanese, and then there are different. So our bloodline is so mixed. I learned myself that I could possibly have blood relations to a Japanese person. Do I look Japanese to you? Are you gonna assume me like that? Although I have mixed blood of native Philippines, which is some. This is the question: do I get the pass? The word pass, because my ancestors are. Let me get an image. Sorry for this, guys. Let me get an image. Maybe this will help you guys understand my people a whole lot better. I do apologize for this, but I want to be an informative channel too. So this is my type of content. I hope you appreciate it too. Where is it? This is my ancestors. This is where I came from. We are like the Asian. We are the Asian version of black people. So basically, those are my ancestors. But because of the other races that came to our country and took us over, I am mixed with Spaniard blood, that my Negrito Eta blood. Basically, Eta, Aeta. That's the tribe, my tribe before. Before we evolved, and then we got Americans coming here, and then the Japanese. We even have blood from Malaysia. So yeah, and even Chinese blood too. So if we're talking about diversity, my country is the most diverse because we've been mixed up so much. My family tree is so confusing. The problem here is we barely have what you call it database system, so it's hard to tell. So we have to rely on document of previous old paper documents. So had to look that up. Yeah, that's our culture. We have to embrace it. Those who reject their culture, good luck to you.
I love how they bring up tokenism while admitting how much value they place on characters simply for their diversity rating,
Yup.
as I'll call it. Like, isn't that what tokenism is?
Yes.
Including characters not because of the value they add as a fictional person, but rather the checkbox that they mark off. I find something just inherently distasteful about
Yup,
that
me
philosophy.
too.
These mother truckers also grade characters based on, like, disabilities. Like, God, this is so fucking weird, man. I'm creeped out. I feel like spiders are crawling up my legs right now. It's like, even when
I feel like
Activision
a snake
Blizzard is
coiling
trying to
around
do
me.
something good, they end up doing something terrible instead. I
Yep.
mean, yeah, you can say this is from a good place, like, yeah, we want to see ourselves represented in games, don't we all? The question that does remain is this: how do we convert this feedback from a collective desire into a tangible reality? It's like, maybe you can't. The Diversity Space Tool is a measurement device to help identify how diverse a set of character traits are, and in turn how diverse that character and casts are when compared to the norm. Implying there is some kind of diversity standard or lack thereof. Like, what is the norm for diversity? Like, you can quantify how diverse a group of people are, but you can't attach a number value to an individual.
Yep,
Like,
you can.
that's so
You
weird.
can.
Maybe this tool can be used for something good, but the way Blizzard represented it feels dystopian. Like, imagine if the
Disgusting.
government got a hold of this. You also
Oh,
can't really trust
no.
Activision Blizzard to mean what they say when they say diversity is important to them. Like, this company is mathematically engineering its video game characters to appeal to the broadest demographic possible, which isn't inherently a bad thing. It's just, we're
The way.
talking about Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, their
You
name.
don't want to do that. You think you do, but you don't.
So
I hate
you
him
bet
for
your
that.
sweet buns that diversity and money are two inextricable terms to them. Alana Cole says the tool was tested by the dev teams working on Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh,
We used the diversity tool
no
to figure out
wonder
what
it was
more
stupid.
diversity looks like across all our characters in both campaign, multiplayer, and live seasons. See, I knew I was onto something when I was talking about how boring and uninspired the Vanguard cast of characters were. Like it feeds into that idea that these games are being mathematically engineered, scientifically engineered,
Basically,
to be as diverse as possible. Not
making us
because it
into
makes the games
stereotypes,
better,
basically.
but because they want to appeal to everyone. I
Wow.
feel like when I can tell that you're trying to be diverse and it doesn't feel natural, then it feels like there's an ulterior motive there, and it turns me off. Overwatch is actually pretty good about its diversity and variety of characters because the basis of the story is the best operators from all over the world coming
Yeah.
together, and it's a hero shooter. It makes sense. The diversity in Overwatch is cool.
Yeah, but what you did after is making it stupid now. Even Rainbow Six has that, taking the best operators from the entire world. So you can see many other countries in Rainbow Six Siege. So I can understand that, but this? What? So stupid. I don't care. I don't care what the color of a person's skin is. What I care is their character. Are you a good or a bad person? I will welcome you with open arms if you're a good person. If you're bad, I'll turn my back and walk away. Simple as that. That's how it should be. That's how it has been since time immemorial. I don't care where you came from. If you're a kind and caring person, I will hug you. I will welcome you. No questions about that. But if you act like a piece of crap, then good day, sir. There's the door. Leave. Or I'll just leave. I don't need to be... I don't want to be with people like that. It's just... This sickens me. It sickens me to a degree.
The Overwatch 2 team at Blizzard also had a chance to experiment with the tool with equally enthusiastic first impressions. Now let's look at the updated article. I'm surprised they didn't start with, "It seems this blog post struck a nerve." There has been conversation online regarding this
Here we
tool,
go, the
particularly
backlash.
concerning its intent and our commitment to diversity. We've edited this blog post to clarify that this prototype is not being used in active game development.
So that was a fucking lie.
It's not being used in active game development, folks. It's only being used in COD Vanguard and Overwatch 2. How could you walk back this straight up lie, you know? The objective of using the tool
What a
is to
load of
uncover
crap.
unconscious bias by identifying existing norms and representation and acknowledging growth opportunities for inclusion. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Activision Blizzard. This isn't gonna make people forget about that massive sexual harassment lawsuit. The tool identifies what stereotypical characters in different genres look like, which are not always the most conducive or representative of diversity. Yeah, but sometimes stereotypes are fun in video games.
Yep.
Just look at the
It's just
cast
a
of
joke.
the Call of Duty Zombies
It's
crew.
just a joke.
Exaggerated stereotypes, when applied equally, allow us to all laugh at ourselves.
Yep.
I don't know. This whole article just feels like such a robotic, sterile, cold, and corporate way of looking at character creation in video games. Like, why do you need some kind of diversity calculator in order to make good, unique characters? I just feel like that's
creative.
normal storytelling. That's art. It comes from a passion to deliver an experience or a feeling to people. Moreover, why do you need to brag about this tool and write up a blog post if your motives aren't to get brownie points? Especially alarming is how you removed all reference of it being used in active game development. Like, come on, we know you're using this in Overwatch 2. Speaking of Overwatch 2, Overwatch 2 will be a free-to-play live service. God damn it.
Oh no, not again.
What the hell
I feel
is
like
that?
the term live service has just been completely soured over the years. I'm sure Blizzard can handle it, but you know, with how they've created Diablo Immortal, everyone has to start asking some serious questions about what kind of ethical problems Overwatch 2 is going to have, because you know it's going to have some of those. And while this game is marketed as a sequel, it's more like a blob that's going to absorb the current
And
Overwatch and change it into
is
something
gone.
you may like or may not. Apparently the format is switching from 6v6 to 5v5, which I feel like poses a lot of problems. With only one tank on each team, it's like, I'm sure it'll be fun, but I stopped playing Overwatch because the game felt more and more restrictive with later updates and changes. Role queue takes so much fun out of the game. You know, part of the appeal of Overwatch is that you could change characters at any point, and now you can't. Now you have to be a specific class of character and stick to that. Like, imagine if they did this to League of Legends. God damn, people would be pissed. The free-to-play nature is
That's what already at League of Legends, depending on your positioning. You need jungler characters. You can't force another character to fill the role of a jungler. I've tried, believe me, or I'm just not that good. Depending on your lane, you're stuck within a certain type of character. Like tanks or duelist characters are stuck at the top. The bottom is strictly for one support and one range ADS, attack damage per second, and then the middle is usually a magic caster type of character or skill-based character. So yeah, it's already a segregated role of whatever character you can use. It's always what I encounter whenever I'm on tap. It's either Darius, Garen, or Ilaoi, or I don't know their names. Basically tanks mostly. In the middle, it's usually magic users. It's either an Ahri, a Zed, or freaking Lux. I'm Lux, so I'm in the middle. So, and other characters, I don't know what their name. The guy who silence. And the bottom is usually ADS and support. So you'll see a Blitzcrank or anyone who can hook or be crowd control, basically. Malphite. Yeah, I remember the name, Malphite. And you'll see some like Misfortune, Ashe, Graves, or Jhin. Basically, all the range characters you can think of, it's usually on the bottom. So it's already a role queue in on itself.
is likely there to lower your expectations for what a sequel should be. And if you like the current version of Overwatch, well, too bad. It's going to be replaced entirely, whether you like that or not. Some of the other highly advertised features include maps, but The time of day is different.
Yeah.
You mean the bright map is now dark and the dark map is now bright?
No new maps!
What?
Just
I don't know if
environmental
this is just
effects.
me, but I'd be much
Thank
more excited
you.
for Overwatch
Now
2,
enjoy
number
your-
one, if AB wasn't such a terrible company.
Your
but also if it was
microtransaction.
marketed as like a full-priced sequel. Just sell me the game, you know? Overwatch is still fun. However, with Blizzard's track record, I wouldn't be surprised if the breast milk was stolen with this one too. Luckily, they've been focusing on the important things, like changing McCree's name to Cole Cassidy.
What a load
I'm
of
still
crap.
calling him McCree.
Yeah.
Moving
Or
on
Mick
to
Cassidy. My joke.
Diablo Immortal.
Oh,
I always
no.
feel like Blizzard intentionally packages terrible news or terrible games with things they know people are going to be excited about. I can't tell if they were trying to be crafty or stupid with showing Diablo 4 gameplay just 10 days after Immortal came out. Diablo Immortal, if you don't know, is one of the most insidious examples of video game monetization in history.
Oh,
Blizzard
no.
has gone
I
so
heard
far
about
down the
this.
path of greed, they've actually outdone themselves. With
Oh,
Immortal
no.
having beaten the previous record for lowest Metacritic user score, a record
0.4?
previously held by Blizzard with Warcraft 3 Reforged. Now,
No,
for shits
not
and giggles,
that,
let's see
no.
how much money we would have to spend based on the odds to get a 5-star gem, the best kind of item. This app
Let's go.
calculates how much it could potentially cost you to get a 5-star legendary gem.
Oh, a
In
simulator.
fact, one streamer had spent over $10,000 without getting one.
5-star gem. So that's the most valuable. Let's see. $2,000. And still nothing. $3,000. What is this chances? 4K. Are you still going? 5K, 6K. How many?
Well, would you look at that? Only 6,925 buckaroos.
Almost
And you only have to
7,000.
complete 2,770 dungeons. What a steal!
Oh my gosh. If we put that in my country's currency, how much is 7,000 bucks times 55 pesos per dollar? It's wow. Wow, I think I could buy a house with this, I think. If you translate $7,000 to pesos over here in the Philippines, I will be 385,000 pesos. 385,000 pesos. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Now, we all know mobile games have a tendency to be monetized in ways that are questionable, but the extent of
Jinx, you owe me a
Immortal, and the
soda.
fact that it comes from Blizzard, it just pushes the boundaries of video game monetization in ways yet unseen by man. Truly, some demonic forces have taken over at Blizzard, but it's much more likely that they've been there the whole time. It's very insidious how the store is specifically set up to encourage players to buy the $25 bundle of gems by making the other
Orbs.
bundles just shy the amount of orbs you need to buy legendary gems. Just like how Blizzard is mathematically engineering diversity, so too has Diablo Immortal been mathematically perfected to be the most profitable video game possible. Red Shirt Guy tried to warn us.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
He tried to stop Diablo Immortal from releasing, from infecting the phones of innocent people, and we didn't listen. We didn't listen.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Blizzard also tried to warn us. Quickly, burn your phone, everyone, so you don't install Diablo Immortal. Take that! Just when you thought loot boxes were done for and on the path to obscurity, just when you thought the industry, consumers, and
Sorry, folks.
fucking lawmakers all agreed that loot boxes were gambling and terrible, well, Blizzard has successfully found a way to reintroduce loot boxes while trying to sidestep gambling laws. Yeah, luckily
Ow.
it didn't fool the people of Belgium or other countries where this
Ooh.
practice is
Oh.
prohibited now.
Good job,
I can't
Belgium.
say I'm surprised by this level of dedication to reintroduce loot boxes, Blizzard does not have to disclose the odds of these legendary gems and whatnot because technically there's some in-game skill required to get to the loot box, and therefore isn't gambling. All of this stuff is described in perfect detail in the video The Immoral Design of Diablo Immortal by Josh Strife Hayes, and I highly recommend watching that. Diablo Immortal sets a new low for gaming, but also Blizzard. At least with loot boxes in Overwatch, like the cute and fun characters gave some kind of justification for purchase, but the stuff you buy in Diablo Immortal is to progress the actual game. Bruh, like I said, it seems AB always has some new game to announce right around the time a bunch of people are really pissed off at them. Sir, more allegations of sexual harassment in the workplace have surfaced. Oh, no problem. How's that trailer for Overwatch 2 coming? Doesn't this new video game make you forget about all the stolen breast milk at our company? Torbjorn says no to sexual harassment. I don't know, man. Big companies like this tend to show you who they really are with their actions and not their meaningless words. As funny as it is that stuff like stolen breast milk can be a punchline for my many jokes, the truth is that some pretty terrible things happened at Blizzard, most likely. But humor is how I always deal with tragedy. In any case, it's hard to be excited for any upcoming Blizzard games given their horrible track record. Truth is, if they were to announce Warcraft 4, I'd probably be like, great, can't wait to see how they ruin that one too. That's where my mind is at with Blizzard games. The only new stuff I'm interested from them is re-releasing old games, like Wrath of the Lich King. But who knows, maybe Activision Blizzard will get acquired by Microsoft, and this will all be some horrible dream that we look back on and laugh. So thank you all for watching the misadventures of Activision Blizzard. They are a hilariously bad company. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and subscribe. Don't forget to check out War Thunder in the description below. Make sure you click the link in the description and download it today to get those exclusive
My video is almost 1 hour.
And a big thank you to all my new patrons.
20 minutes is just me
right,
mouthing
everyone,
off.
That's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace!
Well, that's it for this video. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time talking. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Be there or be square. Boop!